World Champs.
Oh,
2017.
Yeah. So this kind of came out of nowhere. 2 years ago, they did the 25th anniversary of the Nintendo World Championships, where they had people play in tournaments at Best Buys throughout the United States, and they used the NES Remix games, the NES Remix Championship, to gather these people together. Then they had them meet. I can't remember exactly where it took place. I think it took place in LA. And there were several other YouTube personalities,
as championships do,
who were invited to play, including Egoraptor from Game Grumps.
Yeah.
And basically, it was a clusterfuck. And like everybody kind of remembers like Reggie being awkward and
anything that's put together in 2017 tends to be these.
Well, Reggie is also going to be awkward if he's not in front of a green screen with a beach superimposed behind it.
So
cutting down the size of his hands.
So there wasn't a championship in 2016.
He has the reverse Uncle
But
Jack
now
problem.
we're doing it in 2017, which is interesting because I think they need to push this together like super quickly, because that they're gonna have like a challenge, because the way the championships used to work years
Bowser
ago.
without touching the controller.
Let me finish.
I'm listening. I'm
the
just
original
asking
Nintendo
questions.
You're
World
listening,
Champion.
but you're also being an asshole at the same time.
Can't
The
do it any
Nintendo
other
World
way.
Just
Championships.
try once. One time.
Back in 1990,
Now you're already being an asshole.
was you would play Rad Racer, you would play Tetris, you would play Mario Brothers, and you try to collect the coins, a certain amount of coins in the quickest way, and do this, and then it like accumulated a score and came down to the bottom.
Oh yeah.
And so I think it's going to be something
The
similar
Wizard.
to that. It's kind of like the Wizard, yeah. I mean, it basically was. The Wizard kind of brought this about. They're like, well, let's just do that in real life. And I just find it really bizarre that they're doing this so quickly at the end of August like this. I feel like they should have like started this ahead of time, because I guess the qualifying starts on the 19th and will run until like September, and then like the actual championships will happen, I think, in New York in October, I believe. But it's just, I don't know. I just feel like Nintendo doesn't handle these things well.
They usually don't, which is why a lot of the like Smash Brothers tournaments and whatnot are not even touched by Nintendo, and that's why they do so well.
Yeah. I just don't think it's necessary at all. I think it's just it's
They've
obviously
hype for their system and game.
yeah,
with
it's
that
just
last
a
E3.
marketing thing. But I think like because the one guy said that when he went to qualify in 2015, he waited 2 hours in line. He got to the Best Buy at 6:30 in the morning, waited 2 hours to get in to try to qualify. But by the time he was leaving, there were people lined up around the building 3 times.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So the fact that they only have like 6 or 7 locations throughout the U.S. where they have these qualifiers at.
Oh, that you meant 6 or 7 Best Buys throughout the fucking country.
Oh, no, like not period, just the ones where they have the qualifiers.
That's why I was laughing.
Yeah. No, I know there's like 6 or 7 of them just like within 100 miles of here, but
Been to all of them?
and I think the closest qualifier for us is New York,
Usually.
and then after that it's like Miami and Chicago.
Well, good. I won't be going then.
Yeah,
to those.
no.
Did you have plans to?
Never.
To go to New York
I
and go to qualify.
I avoid New York at all costs.
Like, even as a kid, when I was playing Pokemon a lot, I always wanted to, like, go to the Pokemon Center in New York, but I kind of always just, like, that seems like a big hassle.
Nah, I don't avoid New York at all costs. I wouldn't go there to play Nintendo.
You
like,
can't
to
go
qualify.
there, you'll be kicked out by all the cabbies.
Yeah, they got your picture up.
Yeah, we're like,
Do
we're
not
at
serve this man.
we're at about you. You fucking
Ralph
dick.
told us about your shenanigans.
And yes, our bagels are delicious.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
but you won't get any of them.
All the delis have the picture, too.
Yeah. Don't you dare try to eat at a delicatessen.
The only pizza you're getting around here is from Sabaros. Fuck you. You lucky I have to support my family. I'd be waiting in that line outside your fucking house. I'm like, God damn it! I can't say anything.
So with the NWC,
Don't like Bowie. Fuck you.
kind of brings up another thing that I didn't actually bring up for the list, but it's something that just made me think of it. is the fact that they're actually considering, now they haven't agreed to it,
Oh, God.
but they're actually considering having gaming in the Olympic Games.
I heard about that actually.
And I do not get it at all.
I love gaming, but it is not a sport. I don't think cards are a sport. It requires skill, yes, but it's not a sport. There is some level of training involved. I don't even consider golf a sport. I used to work at Heritage. Every morning I was sitting there on the back canopy of the kitchen, just like waiting for the sun to rise, and you just see, oh, look at them. Professional athletes. And they all look like they were about 9 months into a fucking birth. They're fat as shit. I'm like, yep, athletes. Fuck yes.
Here's the
golfers,
thing
they're not
about
athletes.
that though. What kind of precedent do you set putting gaming in the Olympics? Because now what you're basically saying is, this individual is the best gamer. Now you have kids that are just like, I'm going to grow up and be an Olympic gold medalist gamer.
I'm going to grow up and ruin my life.
No, how about you stop trying to ruin the economy and get a fucking trade?
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way. These sports that are Olympic sports, like some of them, have not changed at all in thousands of years.
Yeah.
You know, javelin and shot put, all that stuff's been the same since the original Olympic Games. Say this year, whatever game they use for this, whatever.
This is a good example. I know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
They start with Smash Brothers. The tournament for who's the best Smash Brothers. And next year, that game is completely different.
Right.
It's nowhere near the same. Modifications, hot fixes, and all this have changed it so much that where's your skill at now?
Yeah. These like MOBAs or whatever, like a couple years from, like 4 years from now, when the next games would be obsolete. People have moved on.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be competing on the same platform as you were before.
Very true.
So and then it's also kind of like a middle finger to these people that have, these girls that have been taking gymnastics classes since they were like 2 years old, just to get that one shot at winning an Olympic for like some country out of Russia, like the old Soviet Union, like Georgia or whatever, Lithuania.
Regardless of whether this goes through or not, I'm still gonna feel that any of the actual athletes doing like long jump or like Michael Phelps winning gold medals, they're more of an athlete than anybody else going to that shit.
No, absolutely.
They're actually physically going through training and a bunch of other stuff. It's a lot harder than just, oh, he just gets up and swims every day. No. It's a lot more than that.
And I'm not saying that these people don't have good reflexes. They don't have quick reaction time and troubleshooting in these games. I get that. It's a skill. I get that it's a skill, but it's not a skill
That should be flouted so fucking much.
that you harness over years of your life. Literally, it took you months to master this game. These people have spent years hard at work, sleepless nights, up early in the morning, running, staying in
There's
shape.
a big difference between exercising for fucking years and then you just reading or watching a tutorial and, oh, how to wave dash.
Yeah.
Now you can do it.
I don't know. It's just like, I understand that e-gaming is becoming its own thing and whatnot, and Major League Gaming and all this stuff, and I know there's money in it, sponsors like it, but to me, it does not belong in the Olympic Games at all.
Nope.
I agree.
Keep it the same place you had, what's that dumbass football league where they're all wearing lingerie?
XFL, yeah.
That and that basketball league where they're on like trampolines.
Oh.
Isn't
Well,
that
you know
just
about
the WNBA?
the 3-on-3 basketball tournament that they did, and like Allen Iverson was like showed up for a couple of games and then just decided not to show up again.
What?
like his team got pretty far into the tournament, and then he just didn't show up anymore. Like I don't know if he thought it was practice and he just didn't want to show up for practice, but
I thought he said, he's like, I just don't want to play for this team.
because there was a couple other ex-NBA players that did it. I think Jason Williams did it too, but
That's fantastic. I wish I could just do that.
he's just like,
I'm done.
I'm done. I'm good.
I don't want to do this anymore.